around here. There's a snake that lives in Washington. It's a relative of the anaconda that lives here, and nobody knows about it. It's a little green boa constrictor called the rubber boa. They only get twice this big, very small species. And look at her tail. The rubber boa's tail looks like the head. If an animal attacks her, tie yourself here. If they're being attacked, they hide their head, stick their tail in the air, and the animal starts biting the tail, and they can't figure out why it doesn't die. The tail looks like the head. Oh, they have another trick for the tail. They like to eat baby mice, and the tail will actually strike at the mother mouse to keep it back while the head eats the babies. The tail has two tricks. And if you wonder why you haven't seen one, they hide under logs and rocks. They're very secretive, and when they do come out in the open, they move very slow, like a slug or a worm, and nobody even notices them. That's how they avoid predators. They just go slow. If you find one, you can hold them. They never bite. But don't bring them home. If you bring one home, they will not eat them. They will starve to death. This one was captive bred, so he's good. You got to leave him where you found him. Yes. Yeah, you're very lucky if you see one. The most common snake around here is, of course, the garter snake. Garter snakes have stripes down the back. And snakes in western Washington are not venomous. Snakes here are not poisonous. Yeah, I love garter snakes. Garter snakes, though, don't squeeze them. If you squeeze a garter snake, they're kind of like a skunk. They have little scent glands where they go potty and they make your hands smelly. So you don't want to squeeze garter snakes so your hands get stinky. It's hard to wash off. You just... Okay, yes. Oh, do you know what garter snakes eat? They eat slugs. So if you have a garden, you need garter snakes. But house cats like to eat garter snakes, so that they kill a lot of them. So, yes. What's that? What kind? You don't know? Hey, let's talk about poisonous snakes. I'm going to show you right now the 4 kinds of poisonous snakes in the United States, also called venomous snakes. And if you haven't heard yet, these snakes do not have their poison anymore. No more venom. I studied animals in college, and the day I get them, I make them go to sleep. I do an operation on their heads. We take their venom sacs out of their heads so they won't hurt you. But they still have big teeth called fangs. So I want you to stay behind this orange line here. This is the line of death. Do not cross this line. Okay, here we go. Number 1 is... Oh, I forgot the water. No, he just shed his skin. Snakes do this every 3 months. Do you know why snakes shed their skins? All the books say it's so they can grow. No. It gets parasites off of their skin called mites, little bugs that suck their blood. And when they shed their skin, all the little bugs come off. So, do people shed their skin? Yeah, every day. Did you know that in just 1 hour, almost 1 million tiny particles of skin come floating off of each one of your bodies? You're breathing other people's skin right now. The reptiles aren't so yucky.